record. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. So my class today, the topic is healthy from the inside out. I really did like this topic because I wanted to go into the supplements very much. So we're going to go into them quite a bit this morning. And then we're going to end up, we're going to finish the class. The last half is going to be some different specific remedies for some different issues. I'm going to go into high blood pressure. I'm going to go into alopecia. Those are two very common issues. I'm going to go into thyroid health and other things as well. But those are some issues that I get a lot of questions about. So I did want to go ahead and address some of those issues. So like healthy from the inside out. A lot of people, what they do is they, they rather than addressing the whole person, they just go into maybe just some specific things, and then they want to know why their health isn't improving in the way that they want it. And so a healthy outside starts on the inside. All right. So I wanted to talk just a little bit about our diet, because I truly believe that having a healthy body starts by what you put in. I know we've all been raised with that adage, you are what you eat, and it's a very true adage. And so what is it that we're eating? What is it that constitutes our physical body? All right. And so I thought that this graphic, depict it pretty well. You see on the one side, this rather large person, with all the fried foods and the unhealthy things, and you see very little color. If you take notice, there's very little color on the person on the one side, and then on the other side, you see quite a varying amount of color. You see the yellows and the reds and the greens and the oranges, and that's the thing, is that we want to eat color. We want to eat colorful. The more colors that we get into our diets and our bodies on any given day is better for us. All right. So like this morning, I was cutting up colors. I cut up some celery. So that's the greens. I cut up some carrots. So that's the oranges, and I cut up some red bell pepper. So there's your reds. And the reason that I cut those things up was I wanted them to be all prepared for, after this class, I'm going to go downstairs and, I'm going to want to snack on something. If we have healthy food choices available and ready, chances are that's going to be what we grab. All right. So what I want to talk just a little bit about what's in our shopping cart, right? Because it starts with what we bring home from the grocery store. All right. We can bring home, good healthy foods, or we can bring home the very unhealthy foods. So by what's in your grocery cart, the choices you're going to be making for that particular week. And so that's where it all starts. It starts with going to the grocery store not on an empty stomach. Never go to the grocery store on an empty stomach. That is the worst. And I could tell you from experience, what I do is I'll grab a bag of chips or a bag of cookies and I'll snack on them because I'm hungry. And that's where it all starts. All right. So it's being healthy starts with one choice at a time. So how to start eating healthy when you don't really want to. And I thought that this was a perfect picture of, how many of our kids, you put a plate of broccoli and carrots and green beans and, and they might take a look like this, especially if they're used to getting French fries or chicken nuggets or, macaroni and cheese and some of the more unhealthy type foods. And so, what we want to do is we want to start at a very early age of giving and providing healthy food choices. I've got a daughter who's actually on this Zoom right now. And I started at a very young age of getting her to love broccoli. And she, as a little toddler, or you know, 18-month-old, whatever, we would go out to eat and I would get her a plate of broccoli and she was happy with steamed broccoli. And so I believe it's what you start the kids on, that they will develop a love for those foods if that's what you offer them. But when we break down and you know, we've got the chips or the cookies or the unhealthy food that we can offer, then, you know, the kids know, they understand at a very early age that if they hold off long enough, they're going to get what they want. So the healthy diet, and I thought this was really interesting because I'm going to use this tool myself. Okay, so rename your food. Okay, that's what I want to talk about this. Rename your food. When you pick something up, and having a food diary is so important, right? A food diary, so you know what's actually going into your body at any given time. What I want everybody to do, and if you only do it just for today, it might actually stick. Rename your food. Either your food is a forward food or it's a backward food. So either your food is going to help you move forward to better health and more energy, or your food is going to take you backwards to not only feeling unhealthy, but also just wishing you just didn't eat what you just ate. You know, maybe that spiking crash. We all, you know what that is. And so, you know, I thought that this was, you know, it was kind of interesting. And this is, excuse me, this is what I want to do for myself, is because healthy eating starts with one choice after another. Okay, so we have a choice with what we put in our body. We can eat that bag of chips or that cookie, or we can eat that apple or that banana, right? And so just making those healthy choices one by one by one. And so here is a little recipe for success. And this is something that, you know, it's tried and true. You eat breakfast. Breakfast it sets the stage, right? What you're eating, making sure that you get something. I do understand that there are some people that do that intermittent fasting, and, you know, so that would be, you know, an exception to this. But, you know, I like to start every day with breakfast, and because it literally sets your stage for the rest of your day. Okay. Another thing is, don't drink your calories. When you go out to eat, drink water. You go out and you order a lemonade or whatever. That's usually, you know, when we're most, you know, we're most liable to, you know, to eat or to drink stuff like that. But if plain water isn't your thing, what I do is I put a little bit of lemon or a little bit of wild orange, some lemon slices, some lime, and it actually makes your water taste good. Stop endless snacking, okay? And that's what I was talking about with the, you know, the carrot sticks and the celery that I was talking about that I cut up downstairs in the fridge. Is that, you know, so today what I'll do is if I want to snack, I'm going to snack on something that's healthy rather than something unhealthy. Don't worry about what we did yesterday. Don't worry about what we snacked on yesterday. Don't worry about what we ate yesterday. Today's a new day. And so our health is made one choice at a time, right? We're looking at what it is that we're getting ready to eat. Is this forward or is this a backwards choice, right? So one choice at a time. And if we mess up, that's okay. The next choice, you can get back on track, right? Hey, we're in this flesh. We understand, you know, this flesh is a powerful thing. It wants what it wants and it wants it now, right? And so, you know, it's part of, you know, just us just telling ourselves, no, I can't have that. I'm not going to give that to myself. That's going to take me back. It's not going to bring me forward. Avoid late night snacking. I think we all understand that. After 8 p.m., we should not be eating. Drink, but don't eat. I do the bulk of my drinking and eating, you know, during the daylight hours, especially drinking. I mean, I probably already drank a half a gallon this morning since I've been up. I just drink and drink and drink in the morning. because what that does is it sets the stage for the rest of the day. I've already flushed my body out because I've been drinking water with lemon in it, or wild orange in it, or lime, or grapefruit. I've been giving myself a detox very early in the day. It makes me feel better, and it sets me to going out, whatever I have to do, errands, whatever. Today I'm going up to my daughter's house up in Dahlonega. We're having a birthday party for 2 of my grandkids, and so, you know, we know it's going to be there. What is at a birthday party? Junk food. I know I'm going to eat some junk food. So anyway, avoid the late night slacking and just eat less. Just eat less. And thankfully, I can't eat a whole lot anyway. You know, I'll feel horrible if I eat like a regular sized portion, like at a restaurant or whatever. I'll feel horrible. So when I go out to eat, I usually eat half or a little more than half, and the rest is going in a doggy bag. You know, very seldom do I ever finish an entire portion. And then another thing is eat slowly. Eat slowly. I know when I go out with my daughter to eat, she's always telling me, "Mommy, how come you ate so slow? I'm already all done with my food." I don't know. I chew a lot, you know, and eat slowly, because that helps you to eat less. So eat this, not that. If anybody wants to take a snapshot of this, this is actually a very good thing. Very, very easy substitutions. Like instead of white rice, have brown rice. Instead of prepared salad dressing, put a little oil and vinegar. That's how I was raised on vinegar and oil. Instead of white potatoes, eat sweet potatoes. Instead of white bread, have whole wheat, 100% whole wheat. Instead of fried chicken, have grilled chicken. Instead of a milk chocolate candy bar, have a handful or a couple pieces of dark chocolate. Instead of a cereal bar, grab some blueberries. White pasta, get whole wheat. Instead of sugar syrup, some high fiber. Instead of fish sticks, get some broiled salmon. Instead of instant oatmeal, have some steel-cut oats. Chips or crackers, have nuts or seeds. Instead of ice cream, have Greek yogurt. And boy, it really tastes really good, depending on the yogurt you get. I get that Siggy's yogurt. Oh, it is so good. Instead of butter, olive oil. And that's my problem, because I love butter. And here's the difference here. You've got a wrap and you've got a sandwich. The wrap has got much less calories. Look at the difference in the carb content there. All righty, wanted to talk a little bit about supplementation. Very, very important. Do we really need supplements? And if so, which ones do we need? So here we go. One of the things I want to preface this with is what I put in the plate right there. That you do not consider your supplements as to be where you're getting the bulk of your vitamins and your minerals and your enzymes. That's not where that's not what we should not be depending upon our supplements to give us those things that we're not getting in our diet. Okay, and I think every one of us probably has room to improve in this area, right? Supplements will never be as good as eating whole nutrient-dense foods like fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are where you get the predominant portion of your digestive enzymes, okay? Let me say that again. If we're having issues with our digestion, the best thing you could do is eat more fruits and vegetables, because you're getting your enzymes by your fruits and your vegetables. And enzymes are an incredibly important thing in our bodies. Now, our pancreas makes enzymes. It literally pumps it in right below the stomach in a little organ called the duodenum, and it pumps it in. And what those enzymes do is it mixes with our food, and those enzymes sets off a chain of reactions for digestion. Once digestion happens right there in that particular place, digestion doesn't necessarily happen in the stomach in the way that we think. Okay, the stomach, what the stomach is, the whole process of that stomach is to churn that food and to get it just broken down as much as it can, and then it puts it all in the duodenum, and then the pancreas injects those enzymes in there, and that's what starts the digestive processes that happen now in the small intestine, okay? You've got the ileum, you've got the jejunum. That's the place where the predominant amount of your digestion takes place. If you don't have digestive enzymes being pumped in by our pancreas, guess what? You're not getting the nutrients from your food that you should be getting. Now, the problem with our diet today is that our soils are depleted. We're not getting the proper amount of nutrition, even from our fruits and vegetables. There's a, you know, we need to, there's organic that obviously is going to be better, but we're just not getting what we need. And who can say that they get 6 to 8 servings of vegetables a day? I can't say that. I would say probably very, very few people are getting the amount of fruits and vegetables and digestive enzymes that they should get in a day. And our bodies can only make so much. Just like I said at the beginning of this class, you are what you eat. If you eat enzymes, you got enzymes. If you don't, our bodies can only produce so much. And that is one of the roles. It's an endocrine as well as an exocrine organ. It's an unbelievably important organ, our pancreas. But it can only do so much for us in giving us those digestive enzymes that we need. As well as, we can talk about our liver. We can talk about our, the gallbladder, storing the bile to help us to break down, the fats that we eat. That's why yes, we do need fats, but we need healthy fats. Very, very important that, the bile is there to help us to digest. What it does is it emulsifies, much like if you put dish detergent in some water with all your greasy dishes, that the dish detergent acts as an emulsifier, breaks down the fat. It's exactly the way that the bile works, that is produced by the liver, stored in the gallbladder, and pumped out as we need it. So unfortunately, it's a myth that taking vitamins and supplements can replicate a healthy diet. It cannot. Just like you can't out-exercise a poor diet, you can't out-supplement one either. Right? So it's like you can be eating all this junk food and then taking supplements and saying, well, I'm maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Really? Really? No, that's not true. Vitamins can help bridge the gap, but they cannot fix what you're not getting in your diet. So it's very, very important that we make those good choices right from the very beginning, from the minute that we wake up, making good choices. I start a detox from the minute I wake up. I sit up on the side of my bed and I start drinking my water that I've already prepared the night before. I put a couple drops of my lemon in there and I just let it sit there at night, and that's what I start drinking. And I drink, I drink before I even get up out of bed. I've already, drunken quite a bit of my lemon water, and then I continue it throughout the morning. That is a detox that is so, so important to our bodies. So detoxing oils are oils like lemon, lime, grapefruit, wild orange, tangerine, clementine, Slim and Sassy. These are all detoxing oil and oil blends. So I really love this picture. That top picture, that's going to be me when I am 80 years old. I'm going to be able to hula hoop on the beach. I do not want to be stuck in a wheelchair or bedridden or whatever. But I was thinking that, when we think about thriving, and that's why I was looking for pictures that could depict what thriving is. Well, that top picture, especially that man, he is having some fun now. That's what I think about when I think of thriving. Is that, I know that I'm going to get old, and we know we're going to get old, but we don't have to get old in pain and in a wheelchair, or to where we can barely walk because the weight is just, it's inundating our bodies and our knees and our legs, and everything is breaking down. So like I say, healthy from the inside out. This old couple here, what you see on the outside tells a story of what's on the inside, right? that their disease processes are very minimal by what they're doing right here. That's what I want to be like. I want those. I don't want to, when I'm asked, you know, well, what issues you got, what prescriptions, medications are you taking? I want to say, I don't have anything. The only medications I'm taking are lifelong vitality supplements, right? That's what I want to say, right? So, but each and every day, it starts right today. Because what our bodies are going to do for us is what we've done from our bodies starting right now. We can't expect to thrive if we're putting nothing but garbage into our bodies. And I'm going to say, and I believe everybody already believes this on this call, is that a good amount of what we actually see at the grocery stores, when you turn that package over, it's like, what on earth are these ingredients? I don't even know what they are. Are they even food? Right? So what we want to do is we want to be able to, when we put something in our body, is you can see it and you know what it is. This is a tomato. This is an apple, right? This is not something that's been processed and cut and diced and injected and all of that, right? If everybody could do me a big favor and just mute yourself, so that way there's no background noise. Okay, so in many ways, supplements are to us what fertilizer is to plants. Give a plant adequate amounts of sunlight and water, and it's going to survive. But if you add some good fertilizer, or if that soil is fertilized and it's good, that plant will thrive. All right, so that's going to be the difference between surviving and thriving. And we want to thrive. We don't want to just survive. So the same principle applies to us. A healthful, balanced diet, it supplies the body with sufficient nutrients to carry out routine tasks. Supplements as vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids, phytochemicals, and more, they enrich the body's internal environment. Okay, and that's like what I was talking about with the enzymes. That's only one particular thing that those supplements are giving to us. Your B vitamins are literally helping the mitochondria to pump out more energy. Your D vitamins are literally helping your immune system to protect you even better against the coronavirus or whatever else is floating out there, right? So anyway, you know, there's so many things that supplements do. They fortify, they protect, they repair, they regenerate, and they renew. In short, we thrive. That's what I want to do. I want to thrive and not just survive. I'm going to very quickly put everybody on mute because I keep on hearing some background. Okay. Did everybody get muted? Yeah. All right. Everybody's muted. Okay, good. Okay. So I want to take some time and just talk about these lifelong vitality. This is an unbelievable product. There are many studies that have been done on lifelong vitality in the targeted approach that they provide. They didn't just throw a bunch of whole food products in these little capsules and soft gels. They didn't do that. There was reason behind every item, every food, every oil, every fat that's been put into these vitamins. This is quite possibly the most superior product on the market. I've done, you know, quite a bit of research and study on these products. They are worth every single penny. When you consider how much we pay for healthcare in this country and how we can prevent a lot of those sick visits, I want to go to my doctor for a well visit. I want to go to my doctor and have my doctor give me a good, clean bill of health and tell me you go home and you just keep on doing what you're doing. I don't want to go to my doctor and have my doctor, you know, load me up with diagnosis and load me up with medications and load me up with all of these issues and procedures that I need and all of that. That's not what I want. So what I do is I'm on the preventative side of my health. All right, so lifelong vitality. We've got 3 products here. We've got XE Omega, we've got Alpha CRS, and we've got Microplex VMZ. Very, very good products. And I mean, there are so many reviews on these products. All you have to do is Google lifelong vitality, put the word doTERRA behind it, and you are going to find a large amount of reviews on this product. So you've got the XE Omega that supports the healthy function of the brain, eyes, nervous system, maintaining healthy skin, hair, nails, promotes alertness, gives you a positive mood. Why does it give you a positive mood? It's very, very interesting right there. Now, I don't know if everybody knows that our digestive system is directly linked to our mental well-being. There are hormones that are released from our digestive system, and they directly act upon the different processes in our brain to give us feelings of well-being, alertness, positivity. And if you want any more information on that, just ask me, because I love talking about that kind of stuff. Anyway, it enhances learning. Wow, that's interesting. Enhances learning, supports fatigued muscles, and promotes strong teeth and bones. Who doesn't need that now? Alpha CRS supports healthy cell function and metabolism. Why? Because it is a cellular vitality complex. There are so many studies done on this product. This is a wonderful product, Alpha CRS. It supports mental clarity. It includes the tummy tamer blend. Just in case, you know, some people, they, you know, maybe supplements don't, you know, they don't set right on their stomach, making sure you take it with food too. But it includes a tummy tamer blend. It supports brain function. The Microplex VMZ gives you just what you need and not more. Because do you know that you can actually take too much vitamins? When you go to the grocery stores, they don't, you know, it's a compressed pill. Half of it you cannot even metabolize. And what happens? It gets one, it has to be processed by your kidneys, what you do metabolize, and what you don't has to be processed either by your kidneys or you just excrete it. It just comes out. And it's like, oh, okay, so that's pretty expensive now, you know. Literally, it's just going right through my system. We want to be able to metabolize. And so the reason that these are whole food vitamins, they're vitamins that and minerals that your body literally can take in. Okay, there's a lot that can be said with this Microplex VMZ, but it supports healthy immune function, healthy digestion. Who doesn't need healthier digestive, right? And healthy metabolism, which is actually all a part of the digestive process. Supports bone health, provides vitamins A, C, E, and B, which are your vitamins that give you energy. It includes a blend of kale, dandelion, parsley, kelp, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and spinach. All those vegetables that a lot of us don't like, right? It's in there, and it's all in a whole food form. You can actually open up the capsule and put it into your smoothies if you have maybe stomach issues or whatever. It contains calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper, manganese, chromium, and other things. These vitamins are wonderful. I've been taking them for years, and I very much believe in them. And like I say, that daily challenge that we make for ourselves, challenge yourself each and every day. Don't worry about what you did yesterday. The same way we do in our Christianity, challenge ourselves. I'm going to do better today than I did yesterday. I'm going to make each and every decision a good decision for what I put into my body. Nobody is forcing me to eat. I make a conscientious decision as to what I'm putting into my body. So if you ever wanted happier moods, to feel less stress, to get sick less often. I can't tell you the last time I had a cold. I just don't remember. It's been that long. You want to get sick less often? Then you have to make those choices of what you're putting into your body. Good, healthy food, supplementation, and we're going to talk about the essential oils here in just a few minutes. You want to reduce your aches, your pains, have better mental clarity, and have sustainable energy. In other words, that I'm not just energized one day, but this is something that I can sustain each and every day. You need to give your body what it needs, because our bodies are input, output, right? It's just like a machine. God made us wonderfully, but it's just like a machine. So the complaints that we hear every single day, I tell people, start with the foundation. Give yourself the healthy diet. Give yourself the supplements of those vitamins and minerals that you're not getting in your diet. The the omega-3s, the omega-6s, the omega-9s. That's all in here. It's the answer to almost every single health complaint that we have got. So what we put in our bodies, it matters. So like I say, it's either forward or it's backward. It's either improving our health or it's depleting our health. Our bodies were not made to eat things that make us sick. We want to thrive. So 12 servings of fruits and vegetables, all your vitamins and minerals in whole food form, anti-inflammatory, natural energy cofactors that create energy, not take it away. All of the omegas that your body needs with those antioxidants. There's so much goodness in these bottles. They are the foundational health, and these help you to literally to thrive, to be in that healthy state. Okay, so what we put in today matters for tomorrow. The same way that, you know, sometimes we have, you know, retirement plans or life insurance plans for the future. I don't have health insurance. You know I wish I did, but I don't. But guess what? Every morning I pay into my life insurance by taking my lifelong vitality, because that is my, I'm because that's what life insurance is. You're betting you're gonna yeah, well, when they sell it to you, they're betting that you're gonna die young, or I'm sorry, that they're betting that you're gonna die older. Anyway, we're not going into life insurance, but anyway, this is my life insurance right here. So what we give our bodies today will determine the health of our bodies tomorrow. All right, and if you're wondering if they work, well, guess what? You have got a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's how much doTERRA believes in these products, because they know they are not going to have to give you your money back, because you're going to love them. You will feel the difference. Are they safe for pregnancy? It's a question that I hear, and they are 100%. Now, this is a little article that was put out by a midwife. And so I just kind of cut and pasted some of what she had out there. And this is what she had to say. Lifelong Vitality is the #1 supplement or prenatal vitamin that she recommends for pregnancy. It is fantastic in supporting your body through pregnancy and even while breastfeeding, because it's a whole food supplement. Our bodies assimilate it much better than synthetic vitamins. That means your body is actually utilizing all of it versus eliminating it, like we talked about before, because it's synthetic. These are not synthetic, they're whole food. The nutrients in Lifelong Vitality are in the perfect amounts for our bodies to assimilate at one time, and it includes that iron that we need as well. So is it safe for pregnancy? 100% it is. And there are people, actually even on this call, that are taking it in their pregnancy. All right, wanted to talk oils. So want to talk the top oils of doTERRA. Now, I want everybody to snap a picture of this, or just, put it in your brain. This is what I want in your house right now. This is what everybody should have in your house right now. I can't tell you how many of these I've already used this morning, and it's not even lunchtime. Well, I think it's just now lunchtime. I've already used a number of these oils. I've used the Melaleuca. I've used the lemon. I've used the frankincense. I've used the peppermint. What else have I used? On Guard. And I probably used other ones too, but I've already used half of these and it's already lunchtime. We need these oils. This is the very least that you can have in your home. And the reason why is because these top 10 oils address almost every health concern and proactive measure that we could take. These 10 oils. These are tools of the trade. All right. I want everybody to understand that it's not enough to just have oils in your life. You have to know how to use them, right? That's where this modern essentials. Now I've got an older version. Okay, I don't know if everybody can see this with the glare of the outside. It's called The Essential Life. And this book literally it goes through essential oils. Let me show you just some beautiful, beautiful pictures and pages. This is all on bergamot, okay, which is it's a beautiful, beautiful oil. I use this oil all the time in my diffuser. But I wanted to show you that just to show you how beautiful the book is, the graphics of it, and it gives you how it's distilled. It gives you the top 10 uses. It's awesome. This book is awesome. It also goes into your body systems, what oils are good for particular systems like digestion or your neurological processes or your cardiovascular health. It also talks about actual issues, like if you suffer from alopecia, which is just the thinning or the loss of your hair. It actually gives you remedies in here. Diabetes, high blood pressure. It goes into all of these things. This is a much needed book. This particular book here is a more updated version. So when I buy another book, this will be the book, and it costs about $25, but it's a hardcover. It's got hundreds of pages and just tons of information. These roller bottles are excellent when you want to do some blending, like if you want to put together a high blood pressure mix, and we're going to talk about high blood pressure here in just a few minutes. You can put it in a roller bottle. You roll it on the bottom of your feet or over your heart or on your pulse points. You do that several times a day and watch your blood pressure go down. You've got your pipettes for measuring out little droplets, and here's your coconut oil for, when you're putting it on your body, and just to reduce sensitivity, help the absorption, also help to give you a larger body area that you can actually affect with the oils. And then you've got the tools for opening up your bottles. There are so many tools. There are so many things that you can do. It's so fun and it's so effective. All right, here's the high blood pressure blend. I hope my picture is not in the way. Is the picture in the way, Francis? Okay. So here's the high blood pressure blend. So you've got a drop of lavender, a drop of ylang ylang, and a drop of bergamot. You put that over your heart several times a day. All right. And take a snapshot of this because it talks about inhaling. Now, when we inhale, okay, whether it's you put the oil on your hands, you rub your hands together and you breathe it in like that, or you put it in a diffuser, that is literally the fastest way into your bloodstream. And there's science that I could talk about as to the reasons why, but I'm gonna spare you guys some of that. Sometimes I feel like I'm too sciencey, but the science to me is just unbelievably beautiful. The way that God created our bodies to have things work in the ways that they do. But inhalation is one of the fastest ways to bring relief for many, many issues. The next fastest would be a sublingual, which is where you just put a drop of the oil underneath your tongue. Your blood vessels are just, literally just that close to the surface, your epithelium, and it literally goes right into your bloodstream. Systemic, we know how fast our blood pumps through our bodies. It pumps so fast. It's actually beautiful. So anyway, and there's also some, some alternates. You can have ylang ylang. You can have bergamot, like I was just showing you the picture. Frankincense. There's a lot of substitutions. You can mix this in a roller bottle, and I think I've got this mix. Oh no, I don't. Okay, but you can actually mix this in a roller bottle. I thought I actually put in a larger dosage of this, but this is just one dose. 1 drop of lavender, 1 drop of ylang ylang, and 1 drop of bergamot over your heart several times a day to bring down your blood pressure naturally. Okay, here's the thyroid blend. I thought this was absolutely beautiful. This is something that women deal with all the time. I wanted to make sure I included it. Making your own thyroid blend is so simple. There's a lot of variations to this, but this is just one of them. 10 drops of lemongrass, 10 drops of myrrh, 5 drops of rosemary, and 5 drops of frankincense. In a Rolo bottle, fill the remainder up with carrier oil. You close it, you shake it, you use it over your thyroid 2 to 3 times a day. You can't just use this one time, put it down and say, okay, why isn't my thyroid issues getting better? No, you've got to use it 2 to 3 times a day. Okay, I always tell my kids, if there's something that you want to remember, put it in your bathroom, because how many times a day do we go into the bathroom? Brushing our teeth, fixing our hair, using the restroom, taking a shower, whatever it might be. If it's right there by your sink, chances are you're going to remember it. Here's a daily thyroid support for the bottom of your feet. Okay, so this is an alternate. Get a 10 ml Rolo bottle, 8 drops of frankincense, 8 drops of myrrh, 5 drops of lemongrass, 5 drops of clove, 5 drops of basil. Notice how the oils kind of changed up a little bit here. The reason why is because one oil has a myriad of uses. One issue has a myriad of remedies. That's the beautiful thing about these oils. That's why I said those top 10 oils will address almost every health problem that you've got in one way or another. Prevent kidney stones. Now this was a big one because somebody that I know has been dealing with kidney stones lately. And so I, gave him a bottle of oil, of lemon oil, and I told him, I said, you've got to use it. You've got to use it. 2 drops twice per day, but I say more than twice per day. Literally, every time I fill up my water, I put a couple drops in it. And I go through a number of these in a day's time. So, and it's also very good for a detox for your liver and for your kidneys. But here's the thing, prevention. The most important thing we could do is prevent things from happening rather than deal with it after it's happened. All right, this is a beautiful picture that I really wanted to include because look at this, 285 uses in 1 bottle of lemon oil. How much does lemon oil cost? I think it's maybe like 10 or 11 bucks for this 15 ml bottle. 285 uses for 1 oil. Now this bottle is actually in that top 10 oils that I was talking about, and we're going to talk about how we can actually get these oils into your life. It costs pennies per drop, pennies. When you consider how much you spend on medications, it's crazy how cheap these oils are. So here, look at all these uses. Lemon oil is good for cleaning. Like after I wipe down the counters, I'll put a couple drops, of lemon oil on the counter and just wipe it down again, and it smells beautiful, and it literally cleans. It's good for odor control. It improves your mood. It helps with digestive issues, supports respiratory function, seasonal issues, bites and stings, energizing. You can cook with it. Mood elevation, like if you're dealing with grief or sorrow. It's good for concentration, great for your skin. It's very good for oily skin. Just be very careful using it and then going right out into the sun because it does cause photosensitivity. So it could, react with, you just want to be careful. If you're going to spend the day out in the sun, just don't use it. Use it in the evening time before you go to bed rather than in the morning. It's good for greasy hair. It's good for a dry throat. It's good for vein issues. I'm thinking that was supposed to say varicose veins instead of various veins. But anyway, dry throat. I use it. I'll take a little bit of tea tree and a little bit of lemon if I feel a sore throat coming on, and I rub it on my throat a couple times a day, and it just wipes out whatever. Because that's where when you're getting an infection, I'm talking about a viral infection. Where does it start? Why is it that they're giving you the nasolaryngo test for COVID? Because that infection starts right here behind your nose and in the top of your throat area, your larynx area. That's where that virus sets up shop. And so when you literally drink the lemon, when you drink the oregano, or when you put the tea tree and the lemon on your neck, it's being absorbed and it's literally going to the source of where that problem might be. And so if I feel a sore throat coming on, lemon and tea tree is going on my neck several times a day, and it never goes any further than right here. Because what happens is that infection travels down your esophagus, or your trachea, I'm sorry, and it sets up shop in your lungs. That's where that coughing, that's where all that congestion, and that's where it all happens, and that's when it gets bad. So like I say, we're all about prevention here. And here's a beautiful diffuser blend. Diffuse 3 drops of lemon, 3 drops of peppermint when you feel fatigued or low on energy. And if you don't have a diffuser handy, a couple drops in your hands, rub them together, and some deep inhalations, and you'll feel it literally just opening you up and waking you up. You're taking a long drive, bring some peppermint especially and some lemon, and it'll help you to stay awake and alert on the road. Here's a headache helper: peppermint, copaiba, lavender, frankincense. Look at that. How awesome is that? Keep these oils on hand. And peppermint oil, there is not enough can be said about the wonders of peppermint oil. Look at all of these issues that we can literally address with one single oil. I used to, when I used to work outside, I used to keep a little spray bottle of peppermint oil and just some water, just a couple drops of peppermint oil and some water. And when I would overheat, just rub it around your neck and on your pulse points, and it cools you down. Just the same way, you know how like when you're eating, you know, like a peppermint drop or a peppermint gum or whatever, and you take a drink of water, it's like that water feels awfully cold for some reason, right? Why is it? It's something to do with that peppermint. So the same way it does it in your throat is the same way it does it onto your skin. It cools you down. doTERRA Liquid Sleep. Isn't this awesome? Vetiver, cedarwood, serenity, and juniper berry. Vetiver, all by itself, if you were to rub that on your feet, boy, does that help. I have literally seen that firsthand, how it relaxes somebody so much to the point of them just falling asleep. Take a snapshot of this. Sweet summertime diffuser blends, key lime pie, fresh squeezed lemonade. How'd you like to be smelling that all day long? Put it in your diffuser and you will. Medicinal benefits of lavender oil is that it reduces anxiety, heals burns, improves sleep, slows aging, alleviates headaches, improves eczema, reduces acne and scarring. In short, lavender oil is all things calming. Anything you want to calm down, whether it's your mental state, if you've got a burn, if you've got a cut, all of these things. If you've got eczema, if you've got allergies, lavender, lemon, and peppermint is an allergy blend that you need to have. I love this slide. These 4 oils, what do they have in common? Thyme, rosemary, cedarwood, and lavender. Not just the fact that they're so beautiful together, but these 4 oils have something in common. And that is that they are very good for hair growth. There's rosemary. Look at this, 2 drops of rosemary into a base oil. Now what I do is I put it in my shampoo. Sometimes I'll do rosemary and peppermint. Sometimes I'll do tea tree and peppermint. And you massage your hair with that shampoo and you let it sit for a few minutes, and it feels wonderful, wonderful on your hair. And it's so very good for your hair. Helps it to grow faster. If you've got alopecia, or the loss of hair, the thinning hair, as we get older, a lot of times we have thyroid problems. A lot of times it shows up in our hair. And these oils here are excellent for hair growth. So here's another thing. certain types of hair loss that respond to essential oils. Now, here was a study that was done in 1998. It was conducted with 84 people that were diagnosed with alopecia areata. And we all know that that's just the thinning or the loss of hair. They used essential oil applications to their scalp, and the results were very positive with the combination that's right here. 2 drops of cedarwood, 3 drops of lavender, 3 drops of rosemary, 2 drops of lime. You place it in a carrier mix of jojoba, grapeseed, or fractionated coconut oil. You get that on your hair, or you put it in your shampoo, however it is that you want to do it. But it is wonderful for hair. I know my daughter, she takes a little bit of rosemary and she literally rubs it, being very careful not to get it in your eye, but she literally rubs it on her eyelashes, and she says it does great things for her eyelashes. So here's an awesome spray that you can actually put in a little spray bottle. Let me know if you want a little spray bottle and I can give it to you, and you can make up this awesome blend of cedarwood, rosemary, lavender, not to mention of how good it smells, how good it works. Thunderstorms. Anybody have a little doggy who's afraid of the thunder? I know some people who are afraid of the thunder, but anybody who has a little doggy afraid of the thunder? Look at this, a little bit of vetiver and lavender and serenity and balance. You diffuse it to help your little doggy, or you can put it in a spray bottle and spray the, a few squirts on the dog with thunder. I know several dogs that are very, very afraid of thunder for some reason. But anyway, I just thought it was really cute. So yes, there is an oil for every condition out there that might help, that might give you support, that might give you relief of the symptoms. Here's some of our starter kits. These are ways that we can get these oils into our life. We've got the top 10 oils here with a diffuser. That's this one right here. I don't know if everybody can see my pointer circling it. It's $160. It gives you 10 of the most common oils along with a wonderful diffuser. We've got a kit. These are enrollment kits that pay for your enrollment. Here you've got your lifelong vitality that we talked about, your deep blue, which is awesome for pain in joints, in muscles. We've got PB Assist and Terrazyme, plus we've got all of these cool oils, lavender, lemon, On Guard, frankincense, balance. And then we've got one more kit that I did want to talk about. Here is a kit for a detox. This gives you shampoos. It gives you the cleanser for your whole home. It gives you mouthwash. It gives you toothpaste. It gives you a diffuser. This is a way that if you want to detoxify and get the chemicals out of your home, this is a kit to get. And this is a wonderful kit because it gives you the copaiba, and it gives you the adaptive, which deals with any kind of neurological issues. But here is, if you want to take a snapshot of this, it gives you the calming blend of adaptive and the balance and the breathe, the deep blue copaiba, digest, zen, lavender, lemon, peppermint, On Guard. And then it gives you this awesome, this is a larger diffuser. And then I wanted to just end with that I hope that everybody here, those that are doTERRA wellness advocates, that they are going to tune in to the convention. Okay, it's 100% online this year because of COVID, and it is going to be awesome. On Wednesday evening, there's going to be a total reveal of all the new products that are coming out, and I am going to be there. And if you want to join me, let me know, and I will make sure that I get you set up with the Zoom link that we're going to use. It's going to be awesome. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there's going to be some awesome things happening with doTERRA. That is the end of my presentation. I know I did go over, and I am sorry about that. Let me go ahead and turn off